Greetings, Commanders, and glory to mankind. The Thargoid War continues with the focus having shifted back to Titan Raijin after the successful defense of Shinrata Dezra. Titan Raijin is presently having a mere 11 systems left, with several systems in the 60% completion range. The realistic prediction is that it will fall below 10 systems come Thursday this week, which entails that next week will likely be the last week that Raijin will be invulnerable or effectively invulnerable to attack, which, if my predictions look correct, entail that Titan Raijin should become vulnerable as of Thursday, October 17. That's assuming that the campaign next week will be effective in bringing this number down to 3 or less, which is the threshold upon which a Titan becomes vulnerable. Now, this may change and may depend on a variety of factors, noting there's no more spires active around Raijin. From the developments, reactivated a number of spires quietly as of last week, but those are already cleared, which means that we cannot rely on spire progression for advancing with progress in the systems, and instead we will be relying primarily on biostorage capsule rescue from Titan Raijin, which affects all Counter-Strike systems, would be the majority of them come next week. For situations where we need more progress, we will be relying on good old combat in combat zones in those respective systems, especially to push those systems to 100% should we get close enough. But all in all, I think it is quite realistic to expect that, save major surprises, and there have been surprises in the game recently. If you've been paying attention and participated, you'll notice that there have been quite a few surprises in the war. But save any surprises, the date upon which Titan Raijin becomes vulnerable should be October 17. What happens at that point really depends on the degree of participation of the community, but if the prior Titans are any indication, this one is going likely to be going down pretty quickly. Excuse me. The predictions are hard to make, but it's going to be anywhere between 48 hours and 96 hours in terms of like how long it's going to take down Titan Raijin, which means it might last into the beginning of the weekend, or it may last through the weekend, depending again on level of community engagement. If you're not going to be in town, or if you're not going to be able to participate in the actual bombing campaign, but you still want the rewards for Titan Raijin, the safest bet you would have is to get your 2 million in Titan thermal coal damage credits recorded sometime in the Wednesday to Thursday of next week time period. If you do that, you're going to have a very high guarantee that they will record and they will register and they will be applicable towards the rewards for Titan Raijin. Now, what the rewards for Titan Raijin are going to be, we don't really know yet. But if the pattern that we've seen between bleached, rusted, and silvered continues across the last two Titans, it is likely to be some version of gilded paint job for the same sort of Titan, Thargoid-like ship kit, probably for one of the existing ships, since they've made it clear with a release of the Crate Silver that they were not going to be adding ship kits to the game as rewards for this. So it's going to be more likely than not a gilded paint job for either the Anaconda, the Chieftain, or they could do the Kramer 2, but they just did the Kramer 2 Silver, so that is less likely, I believe. So I think we're going to see a gilded Anaconda, or a gilded Chieftain, or a gilded Colormite 3 is my guess. One of those three is probably going to be one of the more likely versions of the rewards that is going to be granted for Titan number 7. With that, let us know in the comments how your participation in the war is going, and glory to mankind. Commander Mechan, over and out.